Hermosas, welcome back to another study vlog. As you know, we are anti-doom scrolling over here and we're all about investing into ourselves, pouring into our hobbies, our interests, and romanticizing learning and living. So hoy vamos a estudiar español. I've been reading El Principito, currently read chapters 1 through 4. They're very short pages. There are some words I highlighted and I want to go back and revise them just because I feel like I was kind of getting lost at certain points in the story. Like, not all the way lost. I understand the context of the story. So this young boy who always had the aspirations to draw was told by adults, like, you need to stop drawing and choose like a career, do something serious with your life. As he got older, he learned how to fly planes, so his plane just crashed somewhere in the desert. He woke up to a voice of a young boy who came from this nowhere planet, and his name is El Principito. So he's just trying to get to know this little boy and what planet he's from. So it's like a very creative, imaginative story. It's an enjoyable read for kids and adults. So I highly recommend it if you're like a B2 reader in Spanish. So we're going to read chapter 5. I'm just going to read out loud. I actually read it this morning, so this will be my second time reading the chapter. I feel like when I read it multiple times, I feel like I understand the context a little bit better, because sometimes I'll read it initially and I'll be like, okay, I get it, and then I'll get lost in the middle and I'm just like, what? And then I'll get stuck on certain words. Once I read it about three to four times, that everything starts to make sense. I feel like the more you reread the same word, like, you start to understand the context better. You may start to understand the words better without having to look it up. And I also like reading out loud because it helps me to like pronounce the words better. Cada día descubría algo nuevo sobre el planeta del Principito, sobre su partida, sobre el viaje. Lo iba sabiendo poco a poco, por deducción. Fue así. Al tercer día descubrí el drama de las baobas. Esta vez fue por el cordero, cuando de repente el Principito me preguntó, arrebatado. Okay, I don't know that word. Highlight it. Arrebatado por una duda existencial. ¿Es verdad que los corderos comen arbustos? Sí, es verdad. Ay, qué contento estoy. No entendía cuál era la importancia de que los corderos comiesen arbustos, pero el Principito añadió, entonces también comen baobas. Añadió con sabiduría, los baobos antes de crecer también son pequeños. Así es. So I just got reading chapter 5 and I want to go over some of the words that I wanted to learn from chapter 1 through 5. La primera palabra es desanimar, which means sin esperanza, which means to feel like discouraged or unmotivated. So like examples could be me desanimé, me desanimaron, they discouraged me from doing something. So that's an example. La otra palabra es avería, which could also mean falla y dañar. And es cuando es un daño o un problema que hace que una máquina deja de funcionar correctamente. So avería just means like when something is broken down, when something is broke, especially if it has to do with like mechanical or technical issues. And the other word I learned is carcajada, which that word sounds so weird to me, but it actually means a loud laugh, una risa fuerte. It's honestly most common to say risa fuerte, or esa película me dio una risa fuerte, or esa película me hizo reír, me dio risa. Like, those are common things to say. Like, it made me laugh out loud. It made me laugh a lot. Like, you don't need to say carcajada. Arrebatado, that means when you have like a intense emotion. So Cuando actúa con mucha intensidad y emoción fuerte. It's when you act out of a lot of like strong emotions. Esa persona me respondió de una manera arrebatada. So that person responded to me like in a very like angrily way, in a very harsh way. Like you can tell that person's emotion is really, really high. There is this one word that I had a hard time pronouncing, which is descorazando. It's taking me a long time to pronounce it right because it is a little lengthy. ChatGPT basically said this word is used a lot in the book and it means to be desanimado, which I know that word. Sin esperanza, to be hopeless, to be discouraged, disheartened. Cuando el narrador era niño, los adultos no entendieron sus dibujos, quedó descorazón. El niño se perdió el ánimo y dejó de dibujar. Descorazando is like the other word, desanimar.